Good morning, good evening. Welcome to this month's productivity stream where we're going to be just cranking some tunes from our good friends over at Creator Mix. It's a bit louder than I anticipated, and just getting some, fun stuff going on. We're just going to bring this up here. Has that got the music in the right spot? I think it does. I've got some projects to work on. I've actually got quite a lot of projects to work on. I'm going to start with weaving in some ends. Let me know in the chat, what is it you're going to be working on during this productivity stream today? And yeah, so I'll be doing some weaving in some ends. I've got a knitting project over here. I've got another project over here. I got a pile of stuff to get done. So let me know how you're going. Hello to Knit Spin Girls and Kelly Pole and Samantha Stewart. Great to see you all here. And just getting your stuff done. So make sure you let me know in the chat what you're going to be working on. So for those of you who haven't been to a Fiberific productivity stream before, this is probably the most I'll talk throughout the whole video. This is just a place for us to kick back with some music, get some stuff done. So pull out your projects, pull out your patterns, whatever it is that you need to do. Whether if you're folding, washing, if you're working on an assignment, if you're researching for a video, whatever it is that you need to be doing right now, you get comfy and you get doing. We're going to be working together, so we'll get it going. Kelly is weaving in the crown end of her beanie and then probably knitting on her dress. That is awesome. That is awesome. All right, so we do know this camera, not the biggest fan of the black and the cut, the heavy contrast. I got Macy fur on this. This is driving me insane. Anyway, I'm gonna get this going. So in my cups, I've got water and I've got tea. I'll probably have to do a top up at some stage, but we'll see how it goes. I'll just pop that music up a bit more. Double checking I'm on shuffle and all that sort of stuff right now. It's happened to have two heavier songs in a row. Bianca is installing the Arc browser. I've found Chrome is too much memory. Could be 40 tabs. Yeah, look, I'm a big fan of the Arc browser. I've been using the Arc browser now for quite some time. It's only recently come out to Windows. It's been on Mac for, I don't know, I've been using it for at least a year. But it's great. I like it. And it's still Chromium based. Like, just keep an eye on that. I just use a lot of spaces. I don't really use the profiles. So for each one of my sort of different types of uses for the internet, so I've got it set up for each individual one of my people I work for, and so that I can just open up the space. And then I also have a screen share space. So anything that I need for particular people is all set and ready to go. Nearly like a reset, like, starting your workday with a fresh screen with no distractions on it. It's going to be woven in a bit, but I will, and just in case. Kelly says I need a bunch of tabs too. Yeah, look, me too. I tend to have a pile of tabs open at any one time. I'm definitely not one to judge for excessive tab usage. Yeah, your profiles that you have separate in Windows, they're probably your spaces, yeah. Look, I will say this right now, I do not use Arc to its full potential. There's a lot of features I haven't set up yet, but it does what I need it to do. So I don't feel like I'm missing out. I love that, Kelly. It's creating FOMO amongst all our friends. Good job. Let me know if the music's loud enough as well. It's supposed to be the focus. You do see a new hairstyle. Hey, Freaky, great to see you, buddy. Hope everything's been going okay. I've tried my hand at making a support spindle, waiting for the glue to dry to test it out. But first, I need a bowl for it. You just need a little sort of curved-ish bowl. You don't have to make one. You could check in your drawer. You might have something handy. I don't really know how to describe the shape that is the best. It just needs to, it does need to have a bit of a flattish section in the bottom, but other than that, whatever you've got handy should do the job. Yeah, it just needs to have a little, like, I probably like a ball here. So see how it's just a little, it's probably not the best angle, but it's just concave in. So that's, I mean, that's a spinning bowl, but as long as you've got a bowl in your drawer, like an ice cream bowl or something that's just a little bit concave, even if it's got a flattish bottom, because some of the ones that I prefer have got like the little divot inside, which is flat in the middle of it. So give it a try. Because see, like I like these ones as well. They've got like a little divot, but it depends. Give it a try, give it a whirl, see what happens. You'd be surprised at what works. Hey, these are my 75 Australian cent scissors from IKEA. They're definitely doing the job. They do blend into this project a bit though with their black handles. Now, I have a little problem, which is Macy. She has chewed some of these ends off, and they're a dash on the short side for weaving in. Oh, SMA Sky, good to see you. Yeah, if your spindle has a metal tip, you don't want a wooden bowl, or at least you don't want it, because it'll just rip apart your bowl. You'll probably want glass. She's just helping with the ends. Oh, she could have waited. Like, I'm like looking at this one thinking, how on earth am I going to deal with this? And it's in. Fingers crossed it stays in. It's not really wrapped around much, but hey Russell, staying productive this evening in Florida, working on connection content for social media posts and podcast episodes. That's awesome. There we go, there's another little short one. Thanks, Macy. Sounds interesting. I'll definitely be checking out a photo when pop that up in the Discord or the Facebook server, Facebook page, group, thing, words, whatever words. Yeah, helping in their own way. Luckily, I now have a different way that I work, so I don't have to actually have any ends out, but this was started before I learned how to do that. There's a little spot of ends in the middle. I think there's a couple of ends throughout the blanket too, but most of them are on the sides. Bricky says I've been having problems with words in chats myself. Yeah, it's a bit like that. So how did you know the mod squad dudes? So one of them, Kevin, he was in the live chat on my other channel when we were going over some of the new live streaming softwares. I'm not sure how he found me. I'm not quite sure actually. I don't know how he found me, but yeah. So, and then after he watched a few live streams, he contacted me via DM and asked if I'd be interested in being a guest on their podcast. So it's pretty fun. Yeah, she's a pretty helpful kitty in the live streaming world, for sure, with all those technical skills. If you don't know what we're talking about, there's a post on the community tab of my other channel with a link to an interview I did. It's a bit of fun. Oh yeah, Kelly, if you don't mind sharing the link, that'd be super helpful. But yeah, it was a bit of fun. They asked some good questions. Another one shortened by Macy. You can always tell by how the end bids. I'm not sure how old the channel is. I do know that the guys that run it, there's like a pile of them that all work together on it, but there's actually 4 different channels. So I don't know. Yeah. But I mean, I'm not one to judge a channel by its channel size. It's not. How long should the cables last? And I've got a question about Chowgu Circular Sets. Tried to contact the company and was sent a note that they only talked to the sellers. Who did you buy it off, Freaky? Did you buy it from me or did you buy it from a different dealer? But the longest tips for the fixed circulars are 5 inches at this stage. Their warranty on their cables is 12 months. It used to be lifetime, but they changed it. In saying that, I know their warranty is only 12 months. Other than you know, a cat chewing on a cable. I personally have actually never had an issue with any of my cables. And in all the time that I was a Child dealer, I probably had to change out maybe 10 cables, maybe. Wasn't a lot. Okay, a full kit I did get from you, but yes, I've gotten cables and needles from Amazon. Okay, yeah, because I could have sworn I sent you something. So, because I'm not a dealer anymore, so I can't jump in. But yeah, if it was over 12 months ago, there's not really a lot you can do. But you could always try contacting, like if the cable is from me, there's not a lot I can do for you. It's because that would have definitely been over 12 months ago. But if it was the one from the Amazon dealer, maybe check with them. That's all I can suggest. Sorry. Kelly says, I love weaving in ends, knitting when you have a purl stitch to run down. I'm going to have some purl stitches to run down. There's some end weaving in when I'm doing these blankets. Oh, sorry. If they've, and it also could be how you knit. If you knit with your hand pushing on the end of the needle, that could also be it. But yeah, the longest they have is the 5 inches. So there's no way to get longer ones. Yeah, Freaky, we changed some stuff now. It's been a while since you've come to play. Because different people hold their needles a different way. And if you hold your needles so that, I'm just trying to think if I've got any needles here. These aren't chagoos. But if you hold your needles like that over the top, where there's actual pressure being put on the cable, no matter what brand you get, that's eventually going to snap off. Whereas I knit more like this, where the end can be free. Because I'm a continental knitter, so you know I'm just holding the tips of the needles, so the ends of them, so it doesn't, like, that's only a 4-inch tip plus the join. But if you hold your needles like this, and I know people do, plenty of people do, then you're going to have a problem with a lot of fixed circulars, I think. So I do with those little. Hiding amongst the blanket. Yeah, you might have to look into a different style of needle, because I think most fixed circulars, the longest that they do, most interchangeables, the longest that they do is the 5 inches. Got a few more to go. Some Macy. No, that one's not. That one definitely is. That one's not. Or at least it's... Maybe I just trimmed that one too short. It doesn't have the telltale Macy feel. The mouth feel on the end. I mean, it doesn't mean she didn't get it, I suppose, but... We have DPNs that are over a foot long. Wow, that's long. I try to keep my DPNs. I suppose the longest DPNs I've got are 8-inch DPNs. I like those. But a foot is what, 13 or 12 inches or something? Yeah, she only gets the ends because she's got to play with them. You know, standard cat games. Oh, 12 inches? All right, thanks. You're just jumping in, you're trying to work out what's going on here. This is a productivity stream where we just work, get stuff done. So if you've got some project that you're working on, it's folding, washing, it's mowing the lawn, it's whatever, could be craft even, like me. I'm just kicking back with some tracks from Creator Mix and getting the work done. So let us know in the chat if you want to tell us what you're working on. I'm weaving in ends on, I think this is blanket number 3 for my finish the projects before the end of the year run. Yes, 3rd finished blanket. I think Macy has favourite colours to chew on. Black is definitely one of them. That's right, Kelly. That's right. Make a little space of our ends where we can see. I've got tea. It's a bit hot. Might take that lid off temporarily, let it cool down a little bit so it's drinkable. It's a bit warm. Not sure if I have taste buds anymore. Yeah, it was a bit of an inside joke. Everyone, all the squares had to be 8 inches, so size mattered. Because it's really hard joining like a 6-inch square when all the others are 8. That's it for the the side stitches. See what we can find. Oh wait, hang on, I see one. One over there, we must have joined some yarn. Oh, actually, I think I know what it was from. I added on a little edge stitch so that the top and the bottom looked the same. Frog in a pipe outside of my window and it's so loud. Alrighty, let's have a look and see if we can find any joins in the middles. Let me know if you spot anything. Start raining here. Is that why the frogs have lost their minds? A little bit of rain. Oops. Casey, how are you going? We have some storm clouds brewing and the winds have started to pick up. Oh, that's awesome. I mean, I don't know if it's as hot at your place as it is here. But it's very humid, very muggy. That's already been woven in, but not trimmed off. I think that's it. Have a good look. I'm going to drop it on the floor. Oh no, there we go. On the other side. Casey says we've got all the fans going. Yeah, I've got Abby's aircon on and the curtain closed here, but the rest of the house is all open. Try and get some fresh air through. Bit of an aircon week this week with the heat. All right, I think that's it. Let's do the stand-up test to see how long the blanket is. Go back over here. Alrighty. Alrighty. Well, it's taller than me, that's for certain. It's probably a good 6 foot. I just messed up my hair. Ugh. So that one is done. Needs a wash. There we go. Needs a wash. And it's ready to go. Wash it and go in the dryer. Luckily it's Knit Pricks Brava, so it can go in the dryer no problems. Actually comes out really nice. So I'm gonna add this to my stack, and then we've got some other stuff to work on. So I'm just gonna, I can't reach the stack with my head. There. That's number 3. 3. Pretty excited. Yeah, definitely need to hydrate for sure. Now, I have to decide between ball winding the yarn that was empty, like that was finished, that ball winding all the scraps, or just working on another project. Let me know. What do you think I should do? Bianca decided against Arc. Have you tried Brave? Brave's another good option for Windows. What would be the other project? So it would either be, I've got 3 around because I wasn't sure how fast that would go through. So we've either got the blanket I started yesterday, which is a knitted throw. Or the scrappy one, the scrappy knitted blanket, the scrappy knitted blanket on my that you saw on Thursday's stream. I actually went in and wound all the balls, so the balls are wound. So that's it. Yeah, so it's 2 projects, or get out the ball winder and tidy up. Not these ones, they're fine, they're still in their things, but you know, get this scrappy ready. How are you going to stop the stocking stitch from curling? I'm going to block it out and go from there. Yeah, I'm thinking the ball winder, because the other projects I'm happy to keep working on, but the ball winder, I'm like, yeah, do I really want to do it? Probably not, which would make it exactly the perfect project for this. But yeah, the stocking stitch, look, I'm tossing up between a couple of things. I may even crochet an edge, like depending on how much yarn's left over. You can still block acrylic. You can actually block acrylic to death. If you steam iron it, you can block it so it never wants to do anything else again. It's just not the same as blocking wool. That's all. Can totally be done. Alrighty. I just need to move my mouse pad over a little more. Pad out from under, it's probably the better idea. Just got to rejiggle the desk a little bit. I'll just pull my mouse pad forward. Alrighty, let's see where the camera sits, hey? Okay. So we've got a ball of black and white that's barely been used, but I probably will still ball them so they match the rest, but probably last. But everything else is still used to death. Now I do have my tape, so any that I do have the actual band for, I can work with that, but I don't have the bands for everything. So Tell you what, Macy doesn't know what to do with the ball winder. The second she hears it out in the living room, she comes running out and just stares at it. But if the Swift is going, the yarn on the Swift is not safe. She has to bat at all of the ends and all of the tails. Any of the little bits that may be dangling as it flies around. Little balls, they're probably not worth ball winding. They're probably so tiny it's not worth the effort, but let's give it a try. I could be wrong. And they're pretty. They've kind of fall apart. What we're doing if they're that small. That one's bigger. This is a mix of leftovers from the Stars and Flowers and the Queen. The Queen. Yes. I'm gonna go from the outside on this one because the inside's such a bath. I may regret it. There's a good chance I will. Either way, this one's not going to be easy. Don't fall off. Oh, Macy's been at this ball because there's multiple ends. And Macy's obsession with yarn is pretty well limited to Knit Picks Brava. She will play with other yarn, but she's only interested in eating this one. So I'm not sure what the deal is, but it's obviously quite tasty. Oh. Job. Good catch. All right, let's wind some more. I'm going to be rewinding this ball. Well, maybe I'll leave it. And should I rewind that, or should I just bin that? That's like a tiny amount. That got Macy'd. The Macy cut. Like, I don't mind. Oh, yeah, that's got to get rewound. The bottom came out. Game Widows is in the house. I wonder why you got a secret lab ad. I don't know. Kelly says I'm terrible. I just try to use it. Look, you know, if I've kept this scrap, I know I'm the same. I don't know. Yeah, okay. We'd all keep it. It's so tiny. This one's got folds in it. I'm going to rerun the whole ball, just that end where it started getting knotty. Made the ball janky. Yeah, I can't have any more coffee today. Actually, I should check on the tea, shouldn't I? Make sure it's cool enough to drink. Deb, hello! So good to see you. Boom. I mean, they're not perfect balls, all right? But they're tinier than what's in the crate. This is one that really needs doing. I just don't know if it'll fit, you know, because it's enormous. And it's only a little ball winder. I think I'll have to get that the heavy duty. This was the leftovers of a 500 gram ball. So there's probably easy 100 grams in there. And I was working from the outside, so it's going to be an absolute mess. So we'll put that one aside. Oh, maybe, Kelly. That's a good idea, actually. Be curious to see if it works. Like, I am concerned that there's just a sheer too much, even for an extended ball, do you know what I mean? This ball winder can barely hold 100 grams. And I do have my jumbo ball winder that can hold 400 grams, so. But we could give it a run. Oh, yours holds it. Oh, is that one of these, Kelly? Maybe we just wind our balls differently. Oh, you have the Nipro one? Yeah, that's what this is. Maybe I just haven't tried to put 200 grams on it. It's got a Macy chew on the end of it. Awesome. Geez, there's some dust coming out of this yarn. I'm glad I had antihistamines this morning. This is another one that's got a macy chew on the end of it. Dust. Random tag. The color is Dublin. Let's open up the Knit Picks website and see if I can work it out based just by looking at it. Oh, Jesus. Hey, if one of the mods could drop in the Knit Picks a website link, the Knit Picks sale has started. It's 50% off Ball Winder and Swift, and the Ball Winder and Swift set, and also lots of yarn deals. But yeah, if you could use my link, I would appreciate that. If you're going to hit Knit Picks, pretty please use my link. Now I'm looking for Brava, which is my favorite acrylic, I have to say. Brava, enter. And then the Brava worsted is on sale too. It's down to $4.70 Australian a ball. Or $6.70, it depends on the colour. All right, what am I looking for? Dublin. Not in alphabetical order. Oh, title A to Z. I can make them alphabetical order. What? Okay. Flower, currant, denim. Dublin is a really dark green. Like I haven't left. This one. Black. Got a pile of tags in here. I'm just trying to buy avocado. Yes, this one. guess canary is yellow of some description. Bright crazy yellow. And avocado. Again, I reckon it's a green. Avocado. Alrighty. That purple color, are you talking about this purple here? I'll have to look it up for you. I don't know off the top of my head. I'll have to check it. I'll share screen. I can share screen if you want, but I'm about to jump out. But yeah, 50% off that ball winder and Swift set. Like that is like, don't leave that behind. Their Swifts are nice. And the ball winder, while it's a basic plastic ball winder, it's a solid ball winder. Let me just check what else is on sale. Lots of stuff. Freaky's running away. Run away, Freaky! And they're giving away a free snap bag when you spend $100 or more. You use the code SNAP25. And they have a big yarn sale with up to 60% off of some yarns. Oh, do you know what I like? Like here, look, I will screen share. Do I have a screen share set up in here? I don't, but what I'm going to do, this one here is a copy. So instead of the camera, I'm going to go with a screen share. No, that's not what I want. Fiber Review has a screen share set up. I might go there. You mean this one here? Sort of the closest to purple. It's like a pinky purpley colour. Is Fairy Tale. So if that's the one you're talking about. It's Been Girl says, is that their wooden Swift? Yes, it is. All right, I'm just gonna go in here and go for my screen. There we go. And drop the volume down just a little bit. All right, so I was going to say is one thing I absolutely love is that you can actually go to whichever percentage of discount off you want rather than having to scroll through single thing looking for the 60% off. So look at these. Their chroma worsted is down to $8.77 Australian from 21. Wow. That's pretty cool. But yeah, the ball winder and Swift set, let's go there. That is their wooden ball winder. So, sorry, their wooden Swift, I should say. It is their wooden Swift. Have they got circular cable cases? Because I need a cable case. I don't have one. They're just plastic sleeves inside. They're not real pretty. Oops. That went small. Why did you do that? Yeah, they're probably not the circular cases I'm really looking for. Yeah. What are needle binders? Those photos aren't super clear, are they? Has anyone got one of these and can tell me more about it? Anyway, I've got to keep ball winding. I've got to keep ball winding or I'm going to stop ball winding. And, you know, that's not what we want here. And I can actually probably fix up the brightness here as well now too, because it just wasn't coping with the black and white of the blanket. Not the black and white, but the black stripes. That's what killed one of my webcams, you know, was doing black, like high contrast blackened stuff on the die cam. I didn't kill it. It just doesn't like it. It's in a drawer. It's not dead. I just don't use it. I did set up an alternative face cam to test out too, just to see if it works. Yeah, the cases are a little underwhelming. Yeah, I'll definitely agree with that statement. Oh, I can put the music back up. That one is. Create a barrier so they don't jump off the table. Oh yeah, I was like, oh, should I save it? But I've saved this one, you know, like. Now I think we have to draw the line at this, don't we? Center wound ball. Little finger center wound ball. It's a bit loose. It'll be alright. I've got some cotton in here I didn't know was there. Tiny. All right, I am throwing that one away. Okay, that one's just too short to keep. It is a pretty color. Don't get me wrong. I like the color. I'm not keeping it. Oh look, we might have found some canary. Or it might be caution. Dash on the small side, it's not going to hold itself. That's a tiny piece of cotton that can go. Yeah. Agree that that it's funny that it's like metric in some things and then not for everything else. I do. There's some tiny balls here on the table. Tiny, tiny. you know what? This could probably be another like really great stripy blanket where you just do every second color is purple and then just go crazy with the rest of the stripes. You use up like heaps of the purple and use up like all the other colors. See, now I'm obsessed with these stripy blankets, right? Like, I'm like, yes, more stripy blankets, more scrap blankets. Unfortunately, I can't mix this with the yarn from my other scrap blanket because this is worsted in its DK and there's very, like, oh, hello, that's a pretty awful ball. Just decided to be janky at the end. What's your problem? It's alright, I'm not that worried. It's fine. Alrighty. This is the last one in the container. It's still pretty, like it's more fairy tale. I mean, like, they're very obviously different dye lots, right? They're so different. Over here so I can put an angle on the Swift. Sometimes making the yarn go round a corner actually gives you a better, like a better quality cake. Marker that I'm keeping. All right, I'm just gonna put this in. I'll be back in a second. Alrighty. Let's put some of these away. See you later, Deb. Have fun. Some of these balls aren't the greatest quality, but they'll be fine. Might rewind that one. Accidentally bumped something. Sorry about that. Somehow I scooped that up. Good job, me. I'm just going to pop these cottons somewhere else. They're not going to go in that crate. I'll probably make some face washes. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry to scare everybody. I was suddenly so confused. Me too. Because I didn't actually touch anything. Or at least I didn't intentionally touch anything. I still want to wind this little green ball as well. Oops. Still want to wind the green ball. The yarn, this ball just bizarre. I don't even know how to explain it. It's better, but okay. All right. Next. The Lone Wanderer's Bunker. Hello, how are you going? Good to see you. I am Winding yarn after having finished weaving in the ends of another project. Just winding up the leftovers. Doing that after it gets to a certain size, it just goes, yeah, no, I don't want to make balls anymore. But you know what? It's good enough. Okay, and then this last blue one. Have I ever joined scraps into a magic ball? I have not. Mostly because I've only ever seen magic balls knotted together and I cut knots out. So, I don't know. Lone Wanderer says I have the bell on and everything. Okay, so how the notification bell works is if you have notifications on, you also have to have the notifications on in the app on your phone. If you don't have those notifications on, or if you're on desktop and you don't have those notifications on, because you've got to turn them on in all of the places. But the other thing is, it also doesn't give you all notifications of everything you've clicked yes to, just in case you get grumpy and don't want to be notified. It is pretty shocking. I do these productivity streams on the third Saturday of the month, my time. They start at 10 o'clock, so the same start time as the other one, so if you want to pop it in your calendar. And other than that, I go live every Thursday at 10 a.m. my time. I'm not quite sure what that works out to be. I think it's about 9 p.m. Eastern on a Wednesday night. So I'm not quite sure your time zones, honestly. But yeah, 10 a.m. every Thursday, Brisbane time, and then every third Saturday at 10 a.m. But we go longer on Saturdays, so I go for an extra hour. This is our productivity stream where we just get our work done. It's a bit different than our usual go around. Alrighty, and then all I've got left is the big purple blob, which I don't think is going to fit onto this ball winder, honestly. And then the black and the white that haven't been used. So I might take those out of this bag. I don't think that white, that's not Knit Picks Brava. That's, oh, I know what that is. That's a I think it's a Marvel or something like that. That doesn't belong in there at all. All right, so I'll throw throw that over there for now, and I'll get rid of that later. So this is where we're at now. I'll try and make the purple look a little bit less awful. But yeah, so that's where we're at with these colors. So still enough to do a scrappy something, maybe not, but it is all of the Knit Pricks Brava that I have leftovers. So I actually don't think it's enough for a scrappy blanket, because what did we work out? We needed like 4,000 yards or something. There's not 4,000 yards in here. Like the Knit Pricks purple, even if the ball was full, which it is not. Let me go to the Brava yarns. Pop this back over here. Oh, you're kidding. It just fell off the flat surface somehow and just dumped out everywhere. Oh, how infuriating. Just... later. The balls came undone. Okay. There. Now. I'll have to send an email to that's frustrating. All winding is done though, so that can get put away. There is so much dust around here. Okay. Alrighty. That was nearly a fail right there, wasn't it? Nearly a fail. Okay. Let's have a look at how many meters are in the Brava. Yeah, like a dropped piece of buttered bread. Absolutely. Now they do have they still have the big 500 gram backs. 500 gram skeins. So the Brava has the 500 gram skeins just available in a few colors. Eggplant was the purple that I used. What's the meterage on it? 1,000 yards. So I'd need at least 2,000 yards for it to be like half of what I needed. Do you know what I mean? So even if that ball was full, which it's not, it's only a quarter of the meterage that I need for that blanket. So yeah. I decided to start a monster cable beanie with the Chunky Sierra. It's coming out lovely in the color changes. I'm loving the new chair, but something just fell off it. So I'm not sure if it broke off or if it fell off or what happened. but I didn't bump it or anything, which is really weird. So I'm gonna have to, once I'm not on stream, I'll have a good look at it. It probably can just be clipped back on, but because I'm frazzled, I can't do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just how it is. Okay, next project. Are we going to go in with the stripy knitted project, the blanket we started on Thursday, or keep going with just the plain one color blanket? So let me know in the chat, one color or stripes, while I put some of this stuff away. And I could even just start crocheting up a dishcloth to use up these cottons, because that's what will be happening with this. I'll get you made into the dishcloth. The stripes, all right, stripes it is. I'll fix up this camera angle again. Okay. Stripes. I was getting ready to choose the next color after I do another row of green. The one that needs to be finished quicker. Oh, what's the one color project? Well, this one has no deadline. The other one does. Hello. Whereas this one has a deadline. So it's just a chunky stockinette blanket. I'm just holding 3 strands of this yarn together. This one has a deadline, the other one doesn't, but in saying that, that means that I've been working on this one, whereas I haven't been working on the other one. So I don't know. Should I enjoy some non-deadline time, or should I actually utilize the productivity stream for what it is? I don't know. Are you enjoying the dot hooks? They're really good, aren't they? I really like them. But yeah, this is just like it's going to be like a throw. And it's just super stretchy and squidgy. Deadline time. Probably should do the one that look. Did you notice I like set it up? I was just like, I really do want to choose a new color for this other one and get that done, but that one's just using up the scraps, no deadline. Probably end up being for me. This one is a deadline. Guys, with the logic. Compromise them both, yeah. I don't know why I decided to do this one stockinette instead of garter, honestly. Like, let's just purl 130 ginormous stitches 27,000 times. Did I get all 3 strands in? Do you know how to do the faux stockinette stitch? No purling and it's flat knitted. No, I didn't know about that one. Holly says I tell you to work on the one with the deadline while she ignores the one with the deadline. I mean, Holly, what sort of deadline has it got? And what's holding you back? Chintami says you're Norwegian purling. I love that so much. Yeah. Can it be textured wide stripes of stockinette? And absolutely it can. That's a great idea. I could do like, you know, this many rows. I could count it and work out a nice number that makes my brain happy, and could totally. I could do it garter. I could do it moss stitch. I could do whatever I want. Really, there's no like, there's no It's not like someone said to me, you need to make this blanket that looks like this. That's not what's happening here. This is a gift to someone. And, you know, I can make it however I want. The hard part's done, choosing the color for them. No rules, that's right. Probably should have done that down near the borders so that I didn't have to worry about the curling quite so much. But I'm thinking I may even pop a little crochet edge on it just to help with that as well. Somewhere along the lines I missed got a loose float there. Well, it's not a float, it's a, I could just drop down and fix it up. Do I have a giant enough hook? Because that will bug me and it will get caught on stuff. Rows down is this 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, if you've been like, if you've already started a project and you need to be at a certain like mental place for it, you can't just pick it up and hope the stitches will look the same, because they just plain won't. Supposed to be there. Right. Big fat hook. All right. Oh, Bianca, I just went back to read what you wrote, and yeah, you know what? You're right. No, here it is. This one. The steeking. That's not going to happen. Why would you even say that? I'm winding yarn from a skein to a ball by hand and it's getting pretty tangled. It didn't tangle where an ironer did it, lol. Are you using like the same sort of yarn that Anna uses? Like, I'm not, I'm like, oops, what am I doing? I don't wind skeins from hand. I use a Swift. If I don't have a Swift, guess what? I don't wind balls that day. Wind skeins that day. Okay, it's a double stockinette, no pearls. I'll definitely have to have a look at that. Shift 5. Don't move the chat. I'm trying to grab a screenshot. There we go. I was like trying to grab a screenshot of the chat of the Lone Wanderer's instructions. Bye, Emma. Have a good day. I can knit left to right, but I haven't done it in a long time, and I normally only do it if I'm doing like entrelac or something like that, where it's just like there's so much turning to do that it's not funny. So I tend to only knit to the left and the right then. Possibly could do it instead of purling. I mean, some people love purling, right? They love it just as much as they love knitting. I'm not one of those people. I definitely prefer to knit than to purl. There was a craftsy class on entrelac knitting that I did, and the instructor actually sat down and did really great instructions on how to knit to the left and knit to the right. Excuse me, so that you didn't have to turn to purl and kind of deal with that. Some people are psychos. Yes, that's correct. That is correct, the Lone Wanderer. Now, next Saturday at about 10 a.m. my time, we're going to have our channel members video call for channel members of coffee levels and above. So not the ad skippers, but the other 2 levels. So if you are a channel member, please pop that into your calendar. I will add it into the schedule of on Discord. Do it on Discord again. I'm learning Norwegian knitting. So this is the Norwegian purl. So I am a little bit slower on the cha-cha-cha of the purl stitch. So yeah, and like that's the thing, like because I am jumping around and doing different, like learning different techniques, it does slow me back down again. Like if I go back and do my standard continental purl, I move faster for sure, but I want to get better at this, and I can't get better at it unless I do it. Yeah, and let's not just practice something with like one strand of yarn. No, let's do it with 3. You know, like let's make it so we have to not only learn the new thing, but also not lose any of 3 strands. So, you know, to say I don't make things easy for myself is an understatement. I was an English knitter in the beginning. It took me a lot of time to build up the confidence to try continental. As soon as I learned it, I never looked back, loads faster. Yeah, like I'm a continental knitter, like that's my comfort zone now. I learned English first, moved to continental, and same deal. It's so much faster for me, but it doesn't, because I'm obsessed with learning, it doesn't help with that. Like, you know, if I you know, I need to learn new things. It's kind of just how my brain works. And if I can, rather than changing crafts entirely and learning 14,000 new crafts all the time, if I just change the techniques in how I do things, that actually does enough for my brain. So instead of like moving from, you know, knitting to sewing to painting to, do you know what I mean? Like I can just stick with the knitting and the crocheting and just learn different techniques and methods to do them, and then my stash still gets used and all my tools still get used. So it was my way around letting, you know, making my brain happy. Lone Wanderer can't get a head around crochet. Yeah, I crocheted first, so knitting came second for me. But if you're a continental knitter, you should like crochet, because I recommend crocheters learn continental knitting because you tension the yarn with the same hands. So and you pick the stitches with your hook rather than a needle when you're crocheting. I mean, obviously there's other differences, but and it just, you know, it just comes down to accepting that you don't know how to do this thing and it's going to take you a long time to learn it. And, you know, as long as you give yourself the grace to do that, then you should be good. Like, this is the thing, like we're like accomplished at one thing, and then like, but it's a yarn craft, I should be able to do it, I should be able to do it easily, and it should be fast, and it should be this, but it's just not how it works. It's totally different muscles. It's like, oh, I use my hands for knitting, I should totally be able to be a car mechanic because I can use I have good, you know, hand dexterity. So it doesn't work that way. I can't work out how to cast onto nothing. Well, I mean, you don't really cast onto nothing, do you? You've either got to do chains to start with or a magic loop or something. You don't cast onto technically nothing. It's just you're joining into something a bit different. That's all. I just dropped something. But it all comes down to giving yourself the time to learn the new thing, and you may not have the time to do that. Try that again. Oh, there you go, Knit Spin Girls. Nice work. I didn't even know there was a difference. So that's the thing. There's so many ways to learn. I'm gonna run out of knitting want before I'm gonna run out of techniques I can learn. Try again. Let's count how many rows we've got here. We might change it up. So we've got 24. We're about to start the 25th row. So I'll just knit across this row, and then instead of purling the next, we'll do something else. I've been experimenting with Eastern uncrossed knitting. It's fun. Oh, I didn't even know about Eastern. I have hooks of all sizes I'm going to try and learn next year. I figured out how to use them to close up holes on the knitting machine projects. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? They're very, like, they're useful for so many things. So learning how to use them is like imperative. These are all new methods for me. I haven't tried any of these ones. I want to get good at the Norwegian before I jump to the next one, though. I want to feel so confident with it as I am with Continental. Yeah, it takes, this is the thing, like I still feel super unco doing Norwegian. I'll get there though, you'll get there too. Just keep practicing. I use the Norwegian pearl to loosen, even up my tension, and the Eastern to tighten it up. It's also easier when I do pearls around cables. Stops them getting sloppy. Awesome. I would say that my pearls are pretty loose tensioned at the moment, just because that's what I'm trying to do for this project. Because this yarn reckons it's supposed to be like a 5mm for one strand, right? And I'm using 3 strands with a 10mm. Oh gosh, pearl I-cord. That's cruelty. That's cruelty. Alright, I just want to measure this. So it's nearly 20 centimeters, so it's 19 centimeters. Yep. Okay. Plus. Oh, I need just a text. Text, there we go. Okay, so 19 centimeters per section. Alright. Oh, it's so squishy, honestly. But again, I need to change the brightness settings. Alright. Now we're going to do 20 centimeters of garter. I'll do that. Have I seen Tina's crochet slippers? No, I have not as yet. I don't tend to make crochet slippers and things like that because we have hard floors and it would mean I'd have to do the glue or the sticky dots or whatever on the bottom, and it's just... I like a hard slipper, like a shoe slipper, so if I'm wearing it and I need to go outside, I can just go outside. Oh, it was 25 rows, wasn't it? Oh, Chintamani wants a beginner-friendly cardigan. I would say something top-down, raglan sleeved. Because then you can try it on as you go. But you will absolutely have to do a gauge swatch, Chintamani. If you're gonna make garments, you need the gauge swatch. Tin Can Knits writes great patterns, and they're really well supported, and lots of people have made them. Isn't a round joke? Isn't that a sweater though, rather than a cardigan? I could be wrong. With the raglan, it's not quite as important to get gauge because you can try it on and test it out as you go. Oops. You probably could, Bianca, but it's just finding the patterns that'll have it in like a beginner-friendly version. Yeah, I definitely prefer cardis over sweaters. Otherwise I just overheat and melt. I get frustrated at how many like hoodies and of stuff, like merch of people I want to support, but they're all like just pullovers with a hood. They're not zip up hoodies. Bianca likes shrugs better than cardis. Oh, there you go. We all have our preferences. Bianca's getting really hungry. We should eat something. I had a couple of my favorite cookies just before I started the stream. They are like a coconut macaron that's been turned into a jam drop. And for lunch, I have no idea what I'm having for lunch. I have to go and look. I know I've got none of my sourdough left, so I can't have a sandwich. So I'll have to have a look. See what my options are. What do you mean there's no sound on the mic? Hang on a second. Should be there. It's quiet. Tim Tams are my jam from Lone Wanderer. I didn't do anything to the sound. The song might have gotten a bit loud. You can hear? Okay. Hey, Amelia. Good to see you. Oh, nice. Are they the imports from Australia or are they the US ones? Because they actually have a different recipe. Australian Tim Tams don't have coconut in them. US ones have coconut and all sorts of other stuff. I had Promite for breakfast this morning. It was so good. On my dark rye toast. Lots of butter. Will sewing in the ends of the socks finish the socks? Oh, Australian only. Okay, cool. Yeah. My local bakery does a dark rye sourdough, which I just love. They also do a pumpkin seed sourdough, which is my absolute favorite. SMA Sky is lurking learning Python programming, getting my Beaver Moon stream set up. But I figured out the 24/7 stream watch time. Oh, you did? Does it count or does it not count? That's my big question. Technically a live stream should count, but does it actually count? While after 12 hours it doesn't save the video, if the video ends, it keeps the video in the list and saves all the stats, so the watch time will still be there. The watch time will still be there, but only public watch time counts towards monetization. So is your monetization watch time increasing? It keeps the video info, yes, it does, but it only count, like it may not actually count it towards your monetization levels. Lone Wanderer says, got my Christmas chocolates in from England, Quality Street Heroes and Roses 3 tins. Nice. Yeah. Well, I'll keep an eye on that on your monetization watch time, because I'm not sure if, because you know, if your all your analytics still exist on an unlisted live stream as well, but those watch hours aren't included for watch time, like a monetization watch time. They're counted towards actual watch time, but not towards monetization watch time. So that's where I'm confused. I'm not quite sure if it would count, because only watch time where videos are left, where live streams left public count. Hang on a second, let me see when it comes up here. That could be, so as far as not counting for monetization, I'm not there yet. Slowly climbing. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, look, I'll eat Vegemite, but I definitely prefer Promite. I'm the shame to my family. It'd actually be a really great question to put to Rene Ritchie, if you can get onto him on Twitter. Yeah. I don't know the answers, Estimate Sky. I don't put the butter on the top, but I only have it on hot toast. And so the butter is melted, like melted. And then the Promite mixes through the melted butter, so it probably moves around. But I do also like an English muffin with cream cheese with Promite on the top. And like swodges of cream cheese, not just the barest scraping like I do with butter, but swodges. Like as in the Philadelphia cream cheese spread. Yeah. Cream cheese with Promite, absolutely. Oh, don't put lettuce on it. Just went to pearl. No pearling. We're doing a garter stick section. Yeah, it works with the sweet as well, but it also works with the savory. I also like sandwiches with cheese and apricot jam, like just sliced cheese and apricot jam. That works for me too. Now I'm getting hungry, Bianca. I wasn't hungry before, now I'm getting hungry. So I was watching Star Trek last night, the first of the Chris Pine Kelvin timelines. Kelvin? Yeah, Kelvin. And it's when I realized that it was Chris Hemsworth's first movie. I've not heard that before, the Lone Wanderer's Bunker. I mean, there's plenty of things that you can make booze with. I just can't. I mean, Vegemite was first created as it's a byproduct from the beer making process, but I don't know if it still is. Yeah, sew the ends in. That way that project's done, you don't have to think about it anymore and you can just enjoy the next one. That's why I did the ends on my blanket before I was working on this. Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations, Lone Wanderers. Okay. Well, everybody, that is the end of our productivity stream, but don't let it be the end of your productivity. I need to go off and move and walk around for a little bit, but you can keep going with what you are working on, and I will catch you here for the Fiberific live stream on Thursday. If you're a channel member, we're going to have a get together next Saturday, my Saturday, and I will catch you all next time. Have an awesome week, have an awesome weekend, and hope to catch you again for another Fiberific productivity stream. I'll see you next time. Bye now.